on Josh Winningham as the Indians come out with a little pass to the flat and pick up a first down.
A couple of years ago, you remember they moved the ball pretty well that way when Moorhead was a tight end and threw to him quite often. Out on that corner, Aaron Ackman. Here's a young man that's going to see a lot of action this year. And Justin Clark helping him over here on this side.
Aaron's playing football for the second year for Robinson, a transfer from Red Hill.
Craig Roberts is the split end on the other side, but the play goes up the middle.
Kurt Benson, I think.
Benson, he was met in the hole there by Charlie Rhinesmith.
A couple of yards, maybe 3. They keep giving him forward progress there. It'll be a third down coming up, and about 7 to go. Second down. He changed it on me real quick. I looked over there. These guys are supposed to wait until they get a signal to turn that, aren't they?
Again, we're from the side of the hill in the shadow of Lawrenceville High School.
Yeah, looking down into the Ambraw River bottom. Handoff again to Benson. Benson comes out wide. Chase dragged down after a couple of yards. Who was hanging on his back there, Tony?
That I couldn't see. Not sure if it wasn't Justin Clark came over there to slow the play down.
I think Clark had a hand on him first.
Might have been Jason Watts. Couldn't tell from where we're at, but that pickup of about another 4 yards, making it 3rd and 3, maybe 4 yards at the most. As the Indians here start out with a little bit of drive against the Maroon defense.
Winningham will be the split on this side. Let's see if they come this way, to the short side of the field.
Maroons on a blitz.
Charlie
Rhinesmith. He better not throw that. Did he throw a flag on that?
There's one down.
I don't know if he lost it, but it looks like he's stopping the clock. And a face mask.
Couldn't tell from this side. It looked to me like he had his jersey, but it's going to be a face mask as the Maroons went on a blitz. Charlie Rhinesmith tackled Nate Ernst deep in the backfield, but caught that headgear, and the Maroons are going to...
Pushed him back to about the 42-yard line. Now they walk off the biggie.
I'm not sure if they'll get 15. Get a first down out of it. Yeah, they will.
Awful close.
First down.
It is.
So, 2 consecutive first downs here for the Indians as they continue that drive that started out on their 32.
They moved it into Robinson territory on the Maroon 43-yard line.
They haven't moved the stake or the chain yet.
For the best deal in tires, stop in at Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price. At Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
They're unsure enough they're going to measure. You can pick up the spot on that one real good, Ron. Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best in their 1995 football season. Good luck to the Maroons from Pulliam Funeral Homes.
First Robinson Savings and Loan FA offers convenience checking accounts with no minimum balance requirement and no monthly charge. It also includes a network ATM card. First Robinson Savings and Loan FA with branches in Oblong and opening soon in Palestine. FDIC insured.
Well, it's a first down officially now. 1st and 10 for the Indians on the Maroon 43-yard line.
Caudell and Benson in the backfield. Still in the eye.
Reverse.
And they come this way with
Winningham,
yeah, didn't get far.
He was lined up in a slot.
Tim Lindsay on the tackle as there was a bunch of Maroons there waiting for him as he come around the end. Didn't pick up much, if any.
Maybe a yard. They're going to give him a little, I believe. 2nd down and 9.
It's both teams just feeling each other out here at the start of the season and the start of the game. As it's kind of like everybody's sitting around waiting for something to happen. It's a little bit quiet right now, but
pretty flat right now. Same formation in the eye. Somebody got a little jump, it looks like. Up the middle, and Benson, I believe.
No, Stanker, I think.
Stanker?
Mm-hmm.
David Stanker.
Who just came into the ball game, yeah.
Pickup of about 3 on the play, making it 3rd and 5 here with 8:45 to go in the first quarter.
They're rotating about 3 or 4 kids at running back. Caudell's in now. Stanker comes out.
Might look for a pass here from the the Indians, maybe one of those flat passes that they threw earlier.
Well, they keep splitting Roberts out to the left. They haven't gone to him yet, and they may just be setting him up for a biggie here.
Ernst back, going to go on
Pitch is out. Winningham.
Look at Jeremiah Whiff.
Good pursuit.
Jeremiah Whiff back there were at the free safety spot, saw what was happening. He was right there after that pitch was made.
Got a 4th down coming up.
No gain on the play for the Indians as we're going at 4th and 5 here with a timeout by the Indians.
Lawrenceville timeout.
Argus Printing House is Crawford County's oldest continuous business, the home of quality printing and the Argus Weekly newspaper, keeping readers throughout the. Sam's going to shoot me, so I'm not even.
Sam will understand.
Yeah, I should, but I'll hear about it. That's for sure. Now, would you go and then I'll try again?
Graves Auto Group. One of our good sponsors here is your local dealer for Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge with the red carpet lease. Graves Auto Group is proud to support the Robinson Maroons.
Okay, now I've done the first, goof up. I'll try again.
Give Sam his worth there.
Argus Printing House is Crawford County's oldest continuous business, the home of quality printing and the Argus Weekly newspaper, keeping readers throughout the county informed about the Maroons. That's the Argus Printing House. That better? Is that better, Ron?
Speaking of the Argus Printing House, Sam's a guy that we ought to get together sometime with and talk to. Here's a fellow that's had a background in sports and an interesting fellow to talk to.
Rural King Supply is now offering special savings on Simplicity lawn tractors with in-store rebates of up to $200, now available till October 31st. Buy now and save on Simplicity lawn tractors at Rural King Supply on Route 33, east of Robinson. Aren't we in mid-season?
We'll break in here somewhere and figure out that it's still the first quarter of the first game.
Snap our fingers and it'll be October.
Well, hopefully it'll be cooler than it is tonight.
High-powered mosquito spray, I think, is kind of affecting us here. It's starting to soak through.
4th down here for the Indians. Let's see what they're going for. 4th and 5 as they go with splits to both sides in the I formation.
They got Winningham as the deep back there, and they've split Kurt Benson out to this side, Roberts on the far side. Let's see if they come up with something. They've got 5 long yards to get. It's an option play. Winningham's going to throw it. They've got
he's open.
Benson open, and he's
right
dropped
there
the ball.
Hands. Pretty well thrown ball.
Good thrown ball.
It was a good pass.
Wasn't too bad a coverage on the Maroons by
Whiff was there.
Whiff and Reggie Truitt. They didn't really seem to be fooled. It just was kind of a slow developing, and the receiver got behind him as the Maroons are going to start out now here on offense. We'll try to catch the starters as we go through here.
They're going to start with a 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, and it'll be the first time we see the Robinson Maroons offense this year.
In the backfield, we got Tony Graham at fullback, Brandon Lewis and Brian Culp at the halfbacks, and Wesley Parker at quarterback. Give up the middle to Brandon Lewis.
Good hole. Got a flag in the backfield.
He plowed a strip right up the middle that time for about 7 or 8 yards. Let's see if it'll hold up.
The tight end position for the Maroons, Justin Sims, number 85. And at the wide receiver, B.J. Stevens, as that good run's going to come back for the Maroons. On the interior line at center, we've got number 79, Tim Akers, stepping in there for the injured Jay Anderson. At the guard positions, Blue Davis and Brad Chillingsworth. And at the tackle positions, Juan Escobedo, and I believe Mark Myers is in there right now. They've got about 3 guys that are platooning in there at the left tackle position.
Well, we've got about a 1st and 20 now. Little
Parker,
quick pass, he airs it out. Oh, he's got
look at there, B.J. Stevens, he's going to go all the way.
Perfect pass, B.J. reached up and got it, and he wasn't touched. From the 38, TD.
Wesley Parker stepped back there and fired that ball out about 25 yards, 30 in the air, and B.J. opened up and went the distance for a 70-yard pass play on the second, really the first official play of the scrimmage.
Well, maybe that hold and that penalty walk-off was part of the action there. Set them back where they had a little playing room. That ball actually went from the 28.
Okay. So I missed
well, no, I said 38 to begin with. I
thought they were on the 30. Up the middle for 2 is Brandon Lewis. over the right tackle position as the Maroons score quickly here, and it's 8-0 with 7:26 to go in the first period.
Alan Summers, your State Farm Insurance agent, is proud of their community and happy to support the Fighting Maroons. Good luck to the Maroons from Alan Summers, your State Farm Insurance agent in Robinson.
Crawford County State Bank is ready to handle all your banking needs. If you need some financial advice regarding loans or trust accounts, they're there to help. Crawford County State Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson.
Well, with 7:26 left on the clock here in the first quarter, the Maroons have jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Perfect execution from Parker to Stevens anyway. I didn't watch anything in between, and you didn't have to worry about any tacklers because Stevens got a step on his man, and he was gone.
Excellent play, and that may be some of the different things you'll see from the Maroons this year, as sophomore Wesley Parker stepped in, and we saw a little bit of him last year in the Jerseyville game and in the playoff game against Mount Carmel as he stepped in and did some things. As the Maroons come out in a little bit different look here in the kickoff routine. Wheeler left foots it down to about the 23.
And picked up by B.J. Dunlap on the return, and he brings it back to the 30-yard line. And the Indians will put it in play. They're going to spot it at about the 31, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians.
I wonder what Coach Roach will call that kickoff play, because before he always did that because of what he saw when Notre Dame did that. I've never seen that one split like that.
I haven't either.
But I
Something new.
Probably shouldn't say anything because he'll make fun of me when I see him next time. So he'll say that I'm supposed to know all this stuff. So 7:11 to go here in the first quarter as the Indians take over their second possession. Up the middle.
Benson again, yeah. Not much.
Seems like I think the starters are all still in there for the Maroons. Led on the inside positions there by Tim Lindsay, number 51, and Charlie Rhinesmith, number 40.
They squeezed out a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 as they come back up to the line of scrimmage. David Stanker back into the backfield. Winningham goes to the far side, and they bring Sean Walton over to this side. Play goes the other way. Benson for about 3 yards, maybe.
Jason Watts there slowed him down and strung out the play a little bit, and really don't know who made the tackle. Dwayne, you're low to the ground and
I have no idea.
Right on it, but there's a Lawrenceville player down here on the sidelines. This is something that Lawrenceville can least afford.
Yeah, that may be, did Benson come up? That may be Benson over there. If that's the case, I'm sure Stillwell's got his eyes shut.
Got official timeout by the officials as both teams are going to go off. As Benson gets up.
That's good to see.
Jim, I want to say something. This was brought to my attention by the volleyball coach over at Oblong today. He said in the rules interpretation meeting that they were told by the state that if it was like this kind of weather, that instead, that they could stop the game for water breaks at any time. The referees could, if it under their discretion, and not let the teams waste their timeouts and try to, shuffle and things like that. And I think that's that's what high school football is all about. Everybody wants to win, but everybody, you want to stay healthy and not let this heat get to you.
Is that what we're seeing right now?
Well, when he told them to both go out, I thought maybe that he might be doing that.
That may be it, because the Lawrenceville team's all over here also, and the official timeout may give them that break. Kurt Benson was a ball carrier that was down on the play. He's back up and going okay. And it gives him a chance to get that break. It's hot and it's humid. It's August, and it's really not football weather yet.
At Ron's Furniture, you'll find recliners, sleepers, and other top-quality furniture at reasonable prices, like king coil bedding, simply the best, endorsed by Good Housekeeping, And for the only company endorsed by ICA for over 25 years, ask for King Coil Bedding at Ron's Furniture in Robinson.
The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open to the public on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, and Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, E.M. Kohler, Post 69 in Robinson.
Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes and their sports activities and wish them success in tonight's game. Good luck from all the people at Victor Dana Corporation. Victor Products Division in Robinson, people finding a better way.
As we take a break here for the injury and a water break, both teams starting to come back out on the field with 6:07 left in the first period. Maroons on top 8-0 as Lawrenceville had a nice drive to start with. It stalled on downs down around their 30-yard line, and Maroons opened with a penalty and then a long pass to B.J. Stevens from Wesley Parker, and they're on top.
Boy, Parker's figures will never be any better than they are right now. 1 for 1, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, the teams come back out. They've had a little break.
How'd you find that level spot? My shoes
To
just
believe
keep
it's
going
not.
around.
I've got high heels on the boots, and I'm kind of cramped back up here in the side of the hill.
You're right. I had to go run off because somebody hit the back end of my car. Nice kid. He came and said something about it. He didn't drive away, and there was no damage to either car, so no big deal.
It's always exciting when you hear your license number read
Oh,
over
yes.
the PA
I
system.
thought, oh, no.
The Indians, third down with about 7 to go. Back to
Ernst,
throw
back
is
to
Nate
throw.
Ernst. Fires it out long, good coverage, ball is overthrown.
Flag.
Winningham did somebody nail him? Winningham was the intended receiver.
Flag came from way outside back in.
Maybe a holding.
I would say you're looking at an offensive hold there on the Indians.
Well, with a third down, I'm sure Robinson will give it up.
Ackman had the coverage there on that pass play. Soon the Maroons will decline it here, and
Should
the
be a
Indians
fourth
will
down
punt.
coming up, yeah. Ball right at the 30, what is that, about the 33 or 34-yard line?
4th and 8. As Lawrenceville makes a couple 3 substitutions.
Ernst comes off, so they're going to kick. That's going to be Benson back to do the punting for the Indians.
Back deep for the Maroon, Jeremiah Whiff. And Reggie Truitt. High snap.
Good
Nice
pressure,
punt.
big kick. That ball hits and bounces, picked
Truitt
up
grabs it.
by Truitt at about the 22-yard line. And good return, works his way back inside, we'll put it about the 38.
I'm sorry. That's B.J. Stevens.
BJ,
I thought I wrote that down wrong.
well, at 9 and 8, it's hard to tell the difference up here on the numbers. Give it back to BJ. He's having a good night. Took it on about the 22, returned it to the 33.
My apologies.
38, put it on the 38.
My apologies to BJ's family. Won't be the first mistake tonight, and it hasn't been already, so.
BJ splits out to this side of the field now. Wesley Parker, quarterback, quick handoff.
Give to Tony Graham. Pickup of about 4. The fullback position right off the right guard.
Across the 40 and pick it back, put it down about the 43-yard line. I think I'm looking at the yard markers right there. Hard to spot over there.
Maroons in that 2-platoon system. And
Again, handoff.
no huddle. Quick handoff to Tony Graham again up the middle. Tony's getting a little work on this series. So Maroons go on some quick counts. 3rd and 3 here with 4:45 left to go.
Ball on the 45. Maroons up quickly. Wesley again. Pitches back this time. Brian Culp turns the corner. Good run. Knocked down across midfield down to the, and I can't see the marker. We're inside the 40.
41-yard line,
At
Jim.
the 41.
First down.
Culp with a good run. Picked his way behind the blockers really well that time and had a good gain out of it. First down for the Maroons. Ball at the 41. They're set to go.
Hand off to Tony Graham. Nice tackle in there by number 75 for the Indians, and I'll get his number.
Yeah, they had him spotted, and that hole closed off really quick.
Jeremy Harrington with the tackle, maybe a pickup of a half a yard there by Tony Graham, the junior fullback for the Maroons.
Matt Parker comes in the tight end position. It's second down.
Justin Sims out for the Maroons.
Parker, handoff call.
There's
Lost the ball. It went straight up, came down, and I believe the Indians have got it. So the Indians on the fumble. I don't think Culp ever had control of it. Ball went straight up, came right back down in the Indians' hand. It's 1st and 10 for them on the 40.
First turnover for the Maroons now with 3:43 left to go here in the first quarter.
Ball break for the Indians, and Nate Ernest comes back in. Benson comes off the field.
You're awful quiet tonight, Dwayne.
He's
You
steady.
hear me shake my head?
Yeah, we heard that. Maroons making some switches in the defensive backfield as it's come back this way from behind.
Good defensive play by, was it 61?
61.
Stanker was the ball carrier.
Jared Wampler.
Yes.
And a loss of a couple of yards on the play.
Good penetration, chased him down from the backside.
Jared at the weak tackle, and he blew across there and followed the play and closed it up with no gain on the play.
Make it 2nd and 11. He actually lost a yard. Benson back in the ball game. He brings the play in from the sidelines as Stanker comes off. They split a man out wide. What's the flags now? Delay of game, Lawrenceville, and they'll walk off 5, and that'll put them back at about the 34-yard line.
Well, Jim, since you're not going to be with us next week, we can talk a little bit later on in the game about some things that have been done up at the high school field that you know about. Then we'll talk a little bit about second quarter.
The air conditioning been installed yet?
Yeah. Ernst fakes, quick handoff inside. Craig Caudle.
No gain
Gets,
again.
maybe
a yard.
Yeah, he fell across the line. They'll give him that.
It wasn't a bad play, but Robinson played it well.
Stayed home, and good tackling and technique on the inside for the Maroons.
That brings up a 3rd down and about 15. Robinson defense holding good on this series.
You know, you would think that this time of the year you would get a little bit of breeze about this time of the evening.
Completely dead, isn't it? Completely dead.
And setting down amongst this hill, it's just a little bit close tonight. 3rd down and 15 for the Indians. Ernst barking out the signals. Hands off.
Benson again.
Benson breaks through, picks up about 5 or 6.
Got back almost to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a little beyond. So it's what, 4th?
I think Tim
Fourth and
Lindsay was
about
there
9.
on the tackle for the Maroons. As Benson, I believe, drops back again to punt.
Well, it'll be Stevens and who whiff back deep for the Maroons. Stevens got a good punt away a while ago. Gets another one. Spirals it. Stevens at the 24.
Gets through the first wave,
Stevens
breaks down
off.
the sideline.
Almost loose. Gets knocked out of bounds somewhere around midfield, right very close to the 50-yard line.
He just ran out of room over there.
VJ showing some of that track speed. Been a good ball player for the Maroons. He's a senior this year, and he's really stepping forward tonight.
I didn't realize he had that speed. It's pretty
Showed
quick.
it on some special teams plays last year, on some returns and stuff.
Well, the offensive unit comes out on the field for the Maroons. They've got Brian Culp split to the near side. Wesley Parker hands off, quick up the middle. And I'm not sure who the ball carrier was. There it is, Tony Graham.
Chris Rice in there now for the Maroons is at one of the split end positions. B.J. Stevens now back in.
And Brandon Lewis takes a spot on the split end on the far side.
The play comes in, and that no-huddle offense for the Maroons from the sidelines, Coach Dave Riker.
Parker looks, quick pass, lays it out. Brandon Lewis, that time, but he overthrew him. Same thing that he threw to Stevens a while ago, but these two couldn't quite make connections.
Just about 5 yards overthrown there as Lewis took off on a sprint down the far sideline.
Yeah, Wesley just kind of lays it up and lets him run under it. Nice play, just a little bit overthrown. Got an official timeout, equipment again. Got a quickie?
Sure, here.
The VFW Post 4549 in Robinson, proud of their community and pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They're working for our veterans for a better community.
Wesley Parker up under center as the flag goes down.
Well, the pitchback was going to go to Culp that time, but the flag stopped the progress.
I'm going to guess it's motion on the Maroons, or legal procedure on the Maroons on the line. Nope. You want to tell me what that is? Because if we start looking at all these signals, we'll never figure them out again. I have these pictures here. See?
I was going to say behind the head. I thought it was going to be an illegal receiver downfield. But
somebody forgot to wear their mouthpiece.
Oh, it's an equipment. Okay.
Oh.
Ah. Well, that moves them back. It's still third down. Third and about 12. Parker looks to the sidelines. Culp's man split on this side. B.J. Stevens on the other side. They might throw that.
Third and 12.
Wesley
Parker
back to throw. He's going to come.
Good pressure.
Good pressure.
Down.
Yeah. Good defense there, and that's Winningham on the tackle of Wesley Parker. He got back there in a hurry. Somebody forgot about him.
Came in over to the left side. It looks like it's going to be the last play here for the first quarter as time runs out. But the Maroons are on top. 8-0 here as we're going to switch ends. Leaf Incorporated is proud to be a prior to Crawford County and pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson.
Is it time for a new computer, monitor, printer, or an upgrade for your local area network? If so, let Charlie Incorporated CI Systems help find what is right for you. They have been providing major brands, computers, and it's dark in here, major brands, computers, and printers, as well as computer service and support for over 18 years. Located on the east side of the square in Robinson, or call 546-5442. That's Charlie Incorporated, CI Systems.
Well, Crawford Memorial Hospital would like to announce the addition of Lane S. Lakin, MD, orthopedic surgeon, to our full-time medical staff. Dr. Lakin's specialty is in joint reconstruction, fracture care, arthroscopy, care of the spine, foot, ankle, and general orthopedics. For more information, call 618-544-3131. That's Crawford Memorial Hospital, working toward a healthier tomorrow.
Okay, fourth down for the Maroons as I imagine we'll see the punting unit led by Jason Watts, the punter for the Maroons. Back deep for the Indians. Jim?
Winningham will be one of them, and probably Benson. Nope, Nate Erst, I imagine. Nope, Benson.
Benson on the near side.
I could see the fours and couldn't pick the numbers out. Winningham on the far side, Benson on this side. Late arrival on the field. He's supposed to be in there. They shift back a little deep. Time's clicking away here. Bounced it back. Watts picks it up, gets away a good kick, though. Winningham calls for it and takes it right on the 35-yard line. First and 10 for the Indians as we start the second quarter. 8-0 the score. The Robinson Maroons on top.
Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you this telecast. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. All right, let's see. Lawrenceville Indians, the first quarter, basically couldn't do much on the ground. They did do get a couple first downs and do some things in the air. Let's see if they try to open it up just a little bit as Ernst goes back to pass.
Looks for Winningham, fires to him, and almost completes it. almost had a mistake there. Aaron Ackman thought he had a shot at the ball cut in front of him, and had
just about got burnt.
Yeah, had Whittingham made the catch, he'd have been gone.
Aaron was going to go for he was in good position, good coverage, and then at the last moment he thought he could get the pick, and
Ernst had a lot on that ball.
And he had a lot on it and zipped it right past him.
Second down and 10. The ball's still at the 35-yard line. Sean Walton, the man split on this side of the field. The Indians show a wishbone.
Up the middle.
Did Ernst have the ball, or was he leading the block?
No, Benson was leading the block.
There's 34.
Yeah. Stanker, didn't he?
David Stanker.
I saw Benson come out of that pile, and he didn't have the ball, and I thought maybe somebody had stripped him.
For the best deal in tires, stop in at Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Third and 10. Back to Pat Ernst's going to keep.
He looks for him. He's going to keep it. Comes to the sideline, takes a hit.
I want to know who met him up there. That was number 21, Justin Clark. And I'm not sure if Nate Ernst isn't still down.
No, Ernst walking back. You're not going to put Ernst down very long. It's a good hit.
As Justin had a great hit as he came up from the safety position, and just a good football hit as he hit him right there and stopped him for only a pickup of what? Maybe 4?
Yeah, about 4 or 5 yards is all. They put the ball right at the 40-yard line. It'll be fourth down for the Indians. And again, Benson will drop back deep to kick. And we've got Whip and B.J. Stevens back here as deep men for the Maroons.
This time they're getting back a little bit deeper than they were the first 2 punts, Jim. 10:57 left to go here in the first half.
Good snap, good kick.
Another good kick.
Picked up at the 24 by Stevens. Heard a flag.
Where's the whistle?
Stevens is still going.
Why is there a whistle?
Well, the flag's down.
But it's an inadvertent whistle,
yes.
So it comes back here.
Well, let's see what happens. Stevens took it on the 24-yard line and runs it in for the touchdown, but we've got a flag back here at about the 35, and let's see what happens. We heard a whistle, but I don't think that whistle should have blown. The flag went down.
Well, I think he tried to take it back.
Yeah, he was
blew
sucking
it, but he didn't blow it very long.
He was trying to suck it back.
Like, whoops.
Which is, and this call over here was completely away from the play. I don't know what the call is, but...
well, it's obviously going to be an illegal block, I assume.
Get your dictionary out, Tony.
Now
we're going to have trouble.
talk about it.
They're all going to talk about it.
We don't know who the officiating crew is, except they're from Southern Illinois.
If it is an inadvertent whistle, basically it'll probably start right where the flag is, because that's about where the ball carrier was and the side judge was when he blew the whistle. So that's about where it happens when it's in high school. The whistle kind of took away from a great run and good blocking up along the... For B.J. Stevens, who's really showing some things tonight here in the first game. As they're explaining things. No, they're going to call holding on the Maroons.
Well, in that case, the whistle really doesn't make any difference with the penalty and the flag. So they'll walk off the penalty against the Robinson Maroons from the point of the infraction. Is that right? Looks like it. And that's going to be from about the 37-yard line. And that's going to take it back to the 27. So we'll start all over again with a 1st and 20.
Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best in their 1995 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from Pulliam Funeral Homes.
They've got to mark the chains, and they're not going to mark them right, are they?
Yeah, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
We're confused.
That's right.
As we wait till everything gets settled down.
Why would it be 1st and 10? Was that on a play from scrimmage?
Yeah.
No, that was a punt return.
Was that the punt return?
It was a punt
Okay.
return.
That's what I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
It's been so long I'd forgotten what happened there.
Got to take notes.
Yeah, I do. You're the one's got the pencil. I'm thinking if it come from scrimmage, something's wrong, but it was a punt return. Because he started at the 24.
The Maroons are ready now, and let's see if we can play some football here.
It's been a long first half.
Nice pitch. Oh, good play by Brandon Lewis. Good read there by Wesley Parker, and they pick up about 3 or 4 on a play that could have gone for a loss there, Jim.
2nd and 6. Matt Parker comes back in the ball game. It's a tight end position. And who we got in the backfield?
Same crew.
Same bunch. Nobody changed.
Same crew in the backfield. Hand off to Tony Graham, who fights through for a yard or 2 as he went down the line. Good job in there by the Lawrenceville Indians. Josh Winningham on the tackle. Brings up 3rd and about 6 for the Maroons here on the 32.
Chris Rice, the man, split to the near side of the field. And I think probably BJ on the other side. He keeps, looks to throw, and he's covered.
And he fumbled. I think the Maroons recovered. I'm not sure. They did.
Well, Winningham was back there along with Jeremy Harrington, Chris Seed, and let's see, Kitzman, I believe, 73, on the tackle. They pretty well buried Wesley on that.
We've been mentioning Josh Winningham's name quite a bit for Lawrenceville. Somebody may want to pick up his number.
Good play there by Tim Akers, the center, as he was back blocking, and the rush came from the outside. As Wesley got hit, he was alert enough to fall on the football as it popped out of Wesley's hands.
Watts will kick.
Jason Watts.
Benson and Winningham back to receive. High and short. It's going to come down inside the, right at the 50-yard line. Maybe the 49 is where they'll place it. First Robinson Savings and Loan FA offers convenience checking accounts with no minimum balance requirement and no monthly charge. It also includes a network ATM card. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan FA with branches in Oblong and opening soon in Palestine. They're FDIC insured.
The Argus Printing House is Crawford County's oldest continuous business. The home of quality printing and the Argus Weekly newspaper, keeping readers throughout the country, both of them, informed about the Maroons.
We're in rural America.
Give up the middle to
Benson.
Benson.
About 3.
Gray's Auto Group is your local dealer for Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge with that red carpet lease. Gray's Auto Group is proud to support the Robinson Maroons. 8 minutes to go in this kind of slow-moving second quarter. Seems like we'd be standing on the hill here for a long time.
Yes,
and everybody's on the move right
since about 5:30 this evening.
Maroons playing a good defensive game here as the Indians try to get a first down at 2nd and 8. Ernst goes back to pass, straight back.
Pressure.
He's drilled.
Had his 54.
Don Stewart.
Okay. All I could see was that big broad back, and he nailed him.
Don broke loose from the outside, and he
big loss.
Ripped across there and got Ernst for about a 10-yard
more,
loss.
A little more.
Maybe 15.
Now back across midfield. And the ball is back about the 43-yard line.
I think we've got another one of those water timeouts, Jim.
Mm-hmm. They've got the ball at the, haven't changed the board yet. We'll put it on the 40.
What's third and 20? That's close.
Pretty close.
Good luck to the Robinson Maroons from the Kemper CPA Group. See Kemper CPA Group for your year-round tax service, accounting, and auditing. That's Kemper CPA Group in Robinson.
We will be replaced next week by someone that can read.
It's all right, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I hope it's 100 degrees where you're going next
No way.
week. Alan Summers, your State Farm insurance agent, is proud of their community and happy to support the Fighting Maroons. Good luck, Maroons, from Alan Summers, your State Farm insurance agent in Robinson.
Rural King Supply is now offering special savings on Simplicity lawn tractors with in-store rebates of up to $200, now available till October 31st. Buy now and save on Simplicity lawn tractors at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
7:17 to go here in the first half.
Is this a parade?
Well,
No, that's what,
I think we're getting
what everybody went
here.
the other direction to find a while ago. I think
Everything's in charge. There's David Schur, the principal at Lawrenceville High School, leading this parade of kids back. So
as they exit out,
escort someone.
An over-enthusiastic.
I was watching that kid a while ago. I think he's experiencing a little chemical imbalance, I think.
Shotgun,
throw. Good pass out and a little overthrown.
Good coverage there by the Maroons with Aaron Ackman, Charlie Rhinesmith, and Jeremiah Whip.
Roberts, the intended receiver, ran his pattern and hooked back a little bit, and Ernst overthrew him. Had him open there for a little bit.
That'll bring up a 4th and 20 for the Indians. Look for the Indians to go back to punt. Kurt Benson again. I think it'll be his 4th punt of the night. B.J. Stevens, Jeremiah Whiff, deep for the Maroons. As the Maroons still on top, 8-0, high snap. Benson, another
boom. He gets a good kick away, my goodness. That's ball, he's got his hands on it too, look out.
B.J.
I thought he touched it. Went back to about the 2-yard line. Evidently not. The recovery was made by Nathan Kitzman, and he's saying he had his hands on it. From here, we couldn't tell it. Evidently not. It looked like he was close to it.
I think BJ's smart enough as a senior, and
he's
been back. He's been out there before. He knew what to do. After he didn't catch it, and it went through his hands, and then there's another flag down, Jim, right up here.
Well, the ball had rolled to about the 2. The momentum of Kitzman took it into the end zone. The officials brought it back out and placed it on the 2. But what we're going to look at now is what that flag is.
Face mask.
So that'll get him out of the
Well, you can expect some of these things the first game of the season, as everybody's just trying to feel each other out. And
big break for the Maroons, though. Instead of 1st and 10 at the 2, it's going to be out to about the 17 now, where they can have a little room to operate. Big break. Maroons will have a 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
The First National Bank in Robinson has a branch located at the Robinson IGA Plus with a 24-hour ATM. This is just one of the many extra services you'll find at the Robinson IGA Plus, now in the Westgate Shopping Center. Up the middle to Brandon Lewis. Keeps his head down, picks up about 3 or 4 on the play. 6:40 to go here in the second quarter, first half. Maroons. As we got another official timeout with equipment. We're back as
just going to swap headgear.
Josh Whittingham trying to get his helmet fixed. One of the stellars on defense tonight for the Indians. Your Robinson Walmart is proud to be in Crawford County and pleased to help sponsor the telecast of this game. Shop at your Robinson Walmart at 1304. East Main in Robinson, open Monday through Thursday, 8 to 10, and Sunday from 9 to 7.
The X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson.
Go ahead, I'll be back a second.
Okay. .6:32 on the clock here in the second quarter. Let's see. Checking our bookwork here. I believe this is what's left. We got a lot of time. These are the breaks that Tony was talking about a while ago. On a hot, humid night, the officials can call a break whenever they think necessary for a little rest and water, and that's probably a good deal. That's going to save a lot of leg cramps and keep everybody in a little better shape.
It's especially good for Lawrenceville, who's suffering kind of a numbers crunch on their football squad this year and don't have too many kids out there anyway. Everybody's there is going to have to play a lot.
Maroons with the ball and a pitch back. Brandon Lewis. Fumble.
Ball's loose.
And an Indian fell on it.
Yes, Indians ball.
And they've recovered. That's a big break for the Indians.
15 at about the 20-yard line, isn't it? 19 or so.
That's about where it's going to be.
Right. Big break for Lawrenceville. See if they can capitalize on it here and make a ball game out of this.
They're going to put it right on the 20-yard line, so that fumble recovery by the Indians is going to give them a new life here in the second quarter. It'll be 1st and 10, and they're on the Maroon 20.
See if the Maroon defense here can suck it up and keep this shutout on the board the first half as the Maroons turn it over again to the Indians.
Handoff. A yard or two, and Benson probably.
Tackle in there by Charlie Rhinesmith.
Yeah, Benson, the ball carrier, gets a couple of them.
5:40 left to go here in the first half. 8-0 Maroons. Kind of a slow-moving first half.
It has been that.
Been a few penalties, few turnovers. Not too bad a play. Kind of a quiet crowd, because they're all beating off the mosquitoes and sitting there.
You hear a lot of slapping. It's not clapping, it's slapping.
Up the middle for no gain.
Yeah, maybe a yard.
Ernst on the keeper. Tackle again by Charlie Rhinesmith, Tim Lindsay in there also. So we try to get everybody's number straight. First game.
At the 17 now for the Indians, and it'll be 3rd down. They, a good spot for Ernst, who is a pretty good passer, slip somebody open down there if they don't go for the corner of the end zone here. They split Winningham out to the far side, and that's Roberts on this side.
Ernst out of the shotgun.
Or that's Walton on this side.
Snap.
He's going to Winningham, completes the pass right at the 10.
It's going to be a little bit short, I think.
It'll be about a yard or two short, because he had to let loose of it and just winged it out there as Winningham broke down and back out, and
they put him out of bounds then, or about the 13-yard line. B.J. Stevens on the coverage over there nailed him and pushed him out of bounds. They're about 3 yards short of the 10 and a first down. It's going to be 4th coming up.
I think Robinson got a break on that spot there. I thought he was much closer to the 10 when he went out.
oh, I'll disagree with you.
Oh, okay. Why does that not surprise
I don't
me?
know. 4th down.
Same set, up the middle.
Benson.
On the
He's not
keeper,
gonna
he's
get
trying
it.
to get that first down. Oh, I believe he's going to be short.
It's going to be short, and the Maroons are going to take over about the 11-yard line.
He had to get it across the 10 to pick up the first down, and he wound up at about the 11. So the Maroons will take over on downs and they'll be 1st and 10 from their own 11-yard line.
The Loyal Order Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud of their community and pleased to be a sponsor of this broadcast. That's the Loyal Order Moose, number 1369 in Robinson.
Well, that was the first real character check of the Maroon defense of the season on that little series.
Did a good job in their pass coverage. That's what they like to do, is keep everything in front of them, don't get beat. And this time they prevented the first down. And
well, we stopped the clock again. Official timeout. We had a lot of that this evening.
Too much.
Well, we've got an equipment problem back here on the end ends. First game, and we haven't got all the screws tight yet. Gives Ernst a chance to come over and talk to the coach a little bit. Well, the Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activities, and they wish them success in tonight's ball game. Good luck from the people at Victor Dana Corporation. Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
Are you gonna read that?
Not yet.
Awful big words, isn't it?
This one takes 2 minutes and a half.
Maroons over the ball.
Parker.
Handoff.
Look at
Culp.
break loose.
Culp with a big run up the middle. Had a hole. He cut back and takes it up to the 40-yard line.
It's a good job by Brian Culp, who
to the 30. Correct that.
Right. Fumbled earlier in the game. He's come back with that nice run, and the inside of the line, 2 guards in center, really opened up a hole for him as he blew through there for about 20 yards.
At the 34,
Gonna
first
try
down.
Brandon
There he goes
Lewis
again.
This time. Brandon's going to pick up about 5 as the Maroons put the ball on the ground and start grinding it out here with 3:20 left to go in the first half as they try to score going in at halftime. 8-0 here as the Maroons are on top against the Indians from Lawrenceville.
Back to throw. Parker being chased. Gets it away. Down deep, intercepted by Ernst. Good interception at the 35-yard line, I believe. Right at the 30. Right on the 30.
Wesley, with his speed and strength, got out of a rush situation real deep behind the line of scrimmage and then let loose as BJ opened up, but Nate Ernst closed quickly and intercepted that ball down at the 30-yard line with 2:55 left to go here in the first half.
Yeah, that extra time allowed Lawrenceville to get a double coverage on the receiver.
The ball just inside the 30 for the Indians. 1st and 10.
Up the middle.
A hole.
Stanker.
Stanker for
6 yards.
7 yards. Coach Roach said a little bit this week and to us that, you know, this is kind of an inexperienced ball club, and even though they've got a lot of seniors, they still got a lot of people that are going to have to learn a lot of things, and a little bit of that's showing tonight, but the defense has been pretty stellar, and the offense just isn't quite there yet, but I'm sure it will be before too long. Next week, the Maroons will have their home opener against North Knox. It's 7:30.
Tailgate begins when?
Oh, I think whenever you get there.
Benson's hit and knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about a yard, and I'm not sure who got a hand on
Ryan
him.
Smith, or did he just trip on a pulling
Somebody
guard
got a hand out, I believe, and
I'll say 5:30, Dwayne.
5:30. I'll be there.
I'm sure you will. Jim won't. We won't say where he's going to be, but it's probably going to be cooler. It's going to be north. And I hope he doesn't catch a fish when he goes to Canada.
I think I'm going to be thinking about you guys. You got another thing coming.
We didn't expect you to, but we did.
There's no walleye in my freezer. About you guys.
Up the middle. Oh, nice stop in there.
Oh, pushed him back.
Who hit him first?
64.
Lindsay's on him, and
61.
54.
Jared Wampler again. I thought it was. Maybe it was Don Stewart, but either one of them, they did what they had to do. They broke through, shed their blocker, and drove him backwards. As the Indians still continue to have a rough time on offense and just can't seem to move the ball on the ground.
A minute to go here in the half. Timeout call by the Robinson Maroons.
Let the Tempco Custom Guard protect your home with Tempco Custom Guard replacement windows. Available from Big Buck Lumber Company in Robinson. Virtually maintenance-free Tempco Custom Guard energy-saving windows from Big Buck never need painting and never surrender to the forces of nature. Snow, wind, dirt, or rain. The homeowner's best defense? It's Tempco Custom Guard. Tempco Custom Guard replacement windows now at Big Buck Lumber Company in Robinson.
I wish Ron would have turned the camera around while you were reading that. There's this guy beside me has a red hat on and it says Tempco on it for some reason. Obviously, you're not bringing us any, are you?
You got it. I had to rent this.
They've only got one hat.
You only got one, yeah. I got one hat and one
Twig
card.
won't let you have more than one hat?
One hat and one card. I keep sending it out with a return address and a stamp.
Minute left to go here as looks like the Indians are going to punt it away to the Maroons. Back deep again for the Maroons. B.J. Stevens and Jeremiah Whiff.
Benson, another good spiraling punt.
Whiff's going to get it for the first time. He goes up the middle. Picks up a good 10 yards on the return, and the Maroons are going to have good position here at the 45 with 49 seconds left to go in the first half.
8-0 the score. The Maroons on top here, but I'm sure that Coach Roach would like to have seen a little more scoring here in the first half.
I believe so.
The defenses look pretty good. The offense a little sluggish, but first game again.
Best offensive weapon for Lawrenceville has been the right leg of Kurt Benson. He's done a heck of a job kicking the ball.
Look at this.
B.J. Stevens cuts it back.
And he had to get away from a crowd in the backfield.
He's still going.
Gets about 4 yards. Did a good job getting away.
I don't know how he got through the backfield, but he picked up 4 or 5. The VFW Post 45-49 in Robinson is proud of their community and pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They are working for our veterans for a better community. VFW Post 45-49 in Robinson. Play coming in from the sidelines. Sims out. Rice in. B.J. Stevens splits out here to the right. Parker.
Going to throw. Going to look at Stevens. He airs it out. B.J.'s got a long way to go, and he overthrows everybody.
Wesley had to let loose of it a little bit quicker, I think, than he wanted to, as from the outside. Who is 51 for Lawrenceville? That's a missing number.
Is that a sneaky number? 51.
51.
I don't have one either.
It was 51, wasn't it? Could that be Craig Shaw? He doesn't have a number.
No, I don't know. I'm checking the roster.
Okay, Wesley back under center. Third down for the Maroons. 31 seconds left to go here in the...
There comes pressure from the outside.
Again. He keeps it.
And he finally caught him. Good job, whoever he is.
Well, if it could be Shaw, they list him as a linebacker.
Timeout. Maroons with 17 seconds left to go here. Fourth down and about 6.
Charlie Incorporated CI Systems, providing the highest quality computer systems, networks, service, software, and support. Serving Crawford County and surrounding areas for over 18 years. Call Charlie Incorporated CI Systems 546-5442 for all your computer needs.
CIS reminds me of a license number. Where have I heard that?
CIS 30, wasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
It's all Megan's fault.
Did
she drove down and parked it, so it's not my fault.
Give the kids the car keys and what happens. The whole world knows it.
It was kind of nice. Just sit there. I studied the numbers on the way down. And
when my kids first started driving, I wasn't studying anything but how to get out.
The only numbers
was
the insurance bill I kept getting every month.
And in my case, we know how girl drivers are, but I wouldn't say that. I'm not going to say that too loud. I'm a little bit outnumbered at my house.
You got a lot of experience.
Well, this is the second one. So far, so good. You got any words of wisdom?
No,
you
no,
or Dwayne?
We both survived young daughters driving the car, so.
Yeah, with minimum damage We lost a door handle and one side, but nothing serious.
Okay, Maroons going on 4th down here. 4th and about 6.
17 seconds to go. Parker back to throw.
Over the middle.
Oh. Now I couldn't get the handle. Brian Culp, and I'm not sure. He called it incomplete, didn't he?
Yeah. I would think so.
I don't think he ever had control of it.
They're spotting the ball right there.
No, they're not.
No, he's bringing it back.
Okay.
That's the old hidden ball trick. See him laid on his hip when he come back.
See if Lawrenceville runs out the clock or tries to go for a couple of long passes here with 13 seconds left as they're riding this ball game here at the end of the first half. 8-0 Maroons.
Well, the ball's in Robinson territory on the 48-yard line. 13 seconds. So the Indians have a chance for a couple of plays here.
See if there's a little trickery in their hat. Nope.
Nope, not much.
Just kill the clock.
That'll take care of that. As the clock winds down and the first half ends, the Robinson Maroons are going to go to the dressing room with an 8-0 lead here in Lawrenceville.
We are now, Jim.
Yeah, teams are on the field. We're ready to go here with the second half. Shortly.
Longest first half I've ever been in.
It's been a long one, and I imagine it was a long time in the locker room for the Maroons at the halftime also.
Well, it sure wasn't because of a lot of scoring. Robinson on their second play went to the 72-yard pass play from Parker to Stevens, and Lewis ran it in for the two-point conversion. It's taken an 8-0 lead at 7:26 in the first quarter, and that's where it is right now.
Nothing has happened since then.
They did have about a 76-yard punt return
call back, yeah.
Stevens ran in, but it was called back for a holding penalty against kicking or the receiving team.
It's kind of like when we were talking about a while ago. There's just no rhythm on either side right now. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the first game. I don't know if it's the heat. Now it's the fog.
Fog settling in here. Well, we're in the Amber River.
Glasses?
That's your glasses. Clean them up.
Oh, okay. No, it's not the mosquitoes. No, they aren't that bad. Let's see what the Maroons can do here as they're going to receive to start off the second half. See if they come out a little bit different here. Try to get some rhythm together, or maybe in that running game, and then put together a passing game. Back deep, B.J. Stevens, I imagine.
In the middle.
Flanked by Jeremiah Whiff and Brian Culp.
Gage Caudell kicking the ball.
As we get ready to go here.
Gets away a good kick down the middle. BJ's going to take it right at the 25-yard line.
BJ's going to break open here, right there.
And gets it back up to the 45. 20-yard return on the kick. And the Maroons will start with a 1st and 10 from their own 45.
Did you notice something?
What?
The guy the 51 that was standing there to let everybody run, when he dropped his hands, he ran too. He was 2 yards in front of the ball before it was even kicked, and then the referees didn't even call it.
They've had a hard night too.
No, we're not going to feel sorry for them. Feel sorry for us. I don't know why, but...
Well, the dampness is setting in.
Okay, let's see if
Papers are curling up.
any changes for the Maroons. They come out with
Little different offensive set in the backfield there, I think.
Culp deep, pitch back goes to Brian Culp. Cuts
it
inside.
back in, cuts back up.
Good run.
Good run, Culp.
Down to the 45, close to the 45, across midfield.
About 8 yards.
As Brandon Lewis was on a wing on the right side with the two.
We got Lewis and Culp, Graham in the backfield, and BJ split on this side.
I think Justin Sims is in there at tight end position. We'll try to catch the line. They've done a pretty decent job up the middle to Graham. No, Wesley Parker kept it and then fumbled it. He fumbled it to Lawrenceville, as Lawrenceville's going to take over, I believe. They haven't indicated that.
It is. It must have fumbled on the handoff.
I don't know if he was down.
Kurt Benson was back on Parker really quick. It looked like Parker was trying to fake the handoff to the first man and then pitch back.
I really don't see how there could be any dispute here. I don't know what.
The only thing I know is he pitched it so late. If his knee was down before he pitched it.
I thought it came loose long before he went down, but
so
maybe not.
Lawrenceville
ball.
And they place it on the 48. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians on the fumble. And the Indians with an opportunity here at the beginning of the second half.
Let's see if they do anything differently.
Seem to be able to move the ball a little bit better in the air than on the ground, but let's see if the Maroons do a little adjusting to that and come with a little bit bigger pass rush, whatever they can do to adjust, as it looks like the starters are back in there. Ernst back underneath the ball with 2 splits, both sides. Ernst gets up the middle.
Ball. And he gets to midfield.
I guess that's the one thing that's taken the Maroons a little bit out of the ball game is I think they fumbled like 3 or 4 times here in this, just a little over half of a ball game. And has Lawrenceville fumbled once, Dwayne?
I don't remember them fumbling at all, but maybe they have.
Maroons, I think, have fumbled 3 or 4 and had 1 pass intercepted, as they just have been a little bit out of sync here in the offense-wise, but it's 2nd down and 8, and the Maroons are still on top 8-0.
The ball right on the 50. Ernst back to throw.
It's Winningham with the flat.
Oh,
there's a
flare
hold
out to Winningham. He gets across the 50.
Matt Wheeler caught him and crunched him from the side.
Pickup of about 5 or 6 yards, though.
It's going to be a hold against the Indians, and they're going to be 15 yards further back.
Yeah. Well, a nice gain, but that holding penalty is going to bring it back.
The Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong is proud to be in Crawford County and pleased to help bring you this telecast. Enjoy the great hours and full-service banking at the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The ball back to the 33-yard line. It'll be 2nd down again, and about 23 for the Indians.
Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff at Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best in their 1995 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from Pulliam Funeral Homes.
Caudle and Benson will be in the backfield for the Indians. Pitch back to Benson. He's going to throw.
Option.
Winningham. Almost a pass interference there. There's some contact down there, but the ball was overthrown.
Good coverage there by Truitt and Jeremiah Whiff as they tried to run that halfback pass again. And they had him pretty well squeezed. It would have had to have been laid right in there for him to catch it. 3rd down and a bunch. 23. As the Maroon defense continues to show some good things here in this opening ball game.
Lawrenceville continues to shuffle running backs. Caudell comes out, Stanker in. Going to the shotgun.
Whoop.
Back. There's the flag. Across the plane. That was Winningham. Got a little quick start.
He thought maybe he might get open a little bit quicker.
Well, you can do it that way if you can get away with it.
Well, he's done a lot of good things tonight. That didn't happen to be one of them, but he's played a good ball game.
He's really played a good game on defense.
5 more yards walked off against the Indians. It'll still be 3rd down. And
28.
28. And the ball's on the 28.
Shotgun again.
Ernst looks to Winningham, throws it out deep. Winningham falls down, and
Nope.
let's see.
No.
Oh, yes.
There goes, got a flag.
One says
from
no,
the
one
other side.
says yes.
Little bump and run there.
We got a flag at the line of scrimmage, too. Now they're going to sort this out.
It's going to be a holding back here against the Indians, which will mark it off another 15, which will negate the pass interference, which happened after the holding.
What's that? Okay,
Offsetting.
we had
Yeah.
We'll just
Offset.
do it again. And it should be loss of down, shouldn't it?
What was this?
No.
Stay the same?
No, stay the same. 3rd down.
I think that was a pass
28 yards
interference.
to go.
Still 3rd down. We'll do it all again.
Nothing,
Ball's still on the
nothing
28.
happened.
Yeah, nothing happened.
Nothing
Just
happened.
Forget that play.
Right.
Ernst back
Yeah.
in the shotgun.
Back it up.
Yeah, back it up,
start all
Ron,
over.
and we won't even notice it.
Again, he looks to Winningham, fires out in the flat. Winningham by himself and can't quite get to it.
Turned the corner
Yeah,
and
B.J. Stevens,
That's Reggie Truitt.
or no, that's Stevens on the ground.
Okay.
Turned an ankle or a cramp, I'm not sure. Trying to walk it off. He fell down, left Winningham open, but the pass was overthrown.
B.J. Stevens.
So it's going to be 4th down coming up. B.J. makes it over to the side all right. I don't know whether he turned an ankle or whether he
I think
got a
he
leg
turned
cramp.
an ankle, Jim, as he turned to cut back on the coverage. Now, is there another flag? Okay.
Yeah.
This one must be against the Maroons. Roughing the passer.
yes.
Well, I was watching down here and didn't see anything in the back.
Maroons really shot the gap up front, and that's an automatic 1st down and a 15-yard penalty against the Maroons.
Well, the Maroons have given the Indians a lot of breaks here.
Boy, they had him.
Buried back there.
Oh, gosh, what was it, about 30 yards for a 1st down. 1st down now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
For the best deal in tires, stop in at Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at a right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
Good luck to the Robinson Maroons from Kemper CPA Group. See Kemper CPA Group for your year-round tax service, accounting, and auditing. That's Kemper CPA Group in Robinson.
I don't know if this was a called timeout or official timeout or what.
By the Indians.
Indians timeout, 9:02 on the clock.
First Robinson Savings and Loan FA offers convenience checking accounts with no minimum balance requirements and no monthly charge. It also includes a network ATM card. First Robinson Savings and Loan FA with branches in Oblong and opening soon in Palestine. FDIC insured. That's a First Robinson Savings and Loan.
After providing over 30 years of continuous improvement, Crawford Memorial Hospital announces a first for our medical facility. In the past, CMH has offered part-time orthopedic services, but now we're proud to announce the addition of Lane S. Lakin, MD, orthopedic surgeon, to our full-time medical staff. Dr. Lakin will begin seeing patients at the 1st of September. For more information, call 618-544-3131. That's Crawford Memorial Hospital, working toward a healthier tomorrow.
First down, Indians here in this slow-moving 3rd quarter, 9:02 left to go, as it's been marred by an awful lot of penalties here in the last Minute and a half, 2 minutes. Turnover by the Maroons here early in the third quarter as the Indians come up on the ball.
Ernst back to throw again. Being chased.
Screen.
Out
Holding.
to Winningham, and Winningham's nailed right at the 39 by Charlie Rhinesmith.
Charlie Rhinesmith on the coverage. And we got another penalty. I'd say look for the Maroons to decline this one and take second down and the loss of about 5. Maroons do decline the penalty, as it'll be 2nd and 15 for the Indians here with 8:52 left to go in the third quarter. 8-0 still Maroons. They scored on their second play from scrimmage after they took over after a pretty nice drive by Lawrenceville in the first quarter, and that's just about been it for both teams, as they both seem to be right now shooting themselves in the foot.
Yeah.
Not to be overly critical, but
Ball at the 39.
it's just not been a very smooth first game for either team.
Handoff, quick handoff, nowhere.
Is that Winningham?
Nick Benson, who just came in the ball game.
Good play in there inside by Charlie Rhinesmith and Matt Wheeler. We haven't called Matt's name a lot tonight, but he's been in there making a difference. I imagine that he caused some of those holding penalties here in the last few minutes.
That defensive line's getting a pretty good charge, and I think the holding has been out of self-defense, you know, trying to save the quarterback.
Third down and 14.
It's pretty close. Board's got 13, so that split it.
Lawrenceville's taking their time here between plays as they split a receiver both sides. Shotgun formation, too much time.
We've been 20 minutes playing.
3 minutes,
3 or
4
4
minutes on the quarter.
Delay a game penalty.
Can I go with you next Friday?
Yeah. This game will still be going on. I'll be back in time for Friday. They walk off 5 against the Indians, and that'll bring the ball back to about the 34, 33-yard line, 34.
3rd and 19. How can they have 3rd and 13 and then 3rd and 19 on a
6-yard penalty?
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Back to throw. Ernst fires it out, and I think he just sort of throws it away.
Good coverage all around the field for the Maroons, as they had also a good rush up the middle.
Don Stewart back in that backfield again. He's made his presence known this afternoon.
Matt Parker there with him. Stewart's limping a little bit. 4th down. Here comes Lawrenceville's best offensive weapon.
Well, there's no grass on that field out there. I mean, gee.
It's green.
Yeah, sort of. Benson, line drive, long kick again. Picked right at the 30-yard line. Oh, good block.
Good block by BJ. I think that was BJ Stevens in there for Jeremiah Whiff carrying the ball as BJ comes back in, even though he's limping a little bit. See if the Maroons can get it going here. They're on the 45-yard line. Argus Printing House is Crawford County's oldest continuous business, the home of quality printing and the Argus, weekly newspaper, keeping readers throughout the county and the country informed about the Maroons. That's the Argus Printing House.
Well, let's see if the Maroons can get something rolling here on this offensive series. They've been awfully quiet.
That does say country, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I read it as county the first time.
Lewis,
nice
ball
job.
carrier.
Good job by
run.
Lewis.
He breaks it through across midfield.
Picks up about 8 yards. Let's see if the Maroons can sustain a drive here and cut down on those penalties and fumbles and
well, that was their
get a score.
Best push from the offensive line on that play there. I think they've had the whole ball game.
Chris Rice in over here at a wide position. As Wesley keeps him, pitches it,
Culp
cuts it back. Good cut.
Yeah, not much, maybe a yard.
good read by Parker, as there wasn't much there, as Lawrenceville had a good coverage on that option play, as the Maroons really don't pick up anything, and brings up 3rd and 1, 1.5.
The ball in Indian territory on their 46-yard line. Rice goes to the other side of the field as a wide receiver. Split out wide.
Maroons taking a lot of time on this one.
Parker. Graham.
Graham keeps his head down and gets a 1st down. Good job by Tony Graham. Didn't have much there, and he just dropped that old head and shoulders, and he pushed his way to 1st down. One of the few for the Maroons tonight, as they're in Indian territory at the 41-yard line with 5:38 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they seem to have got something going for them now. Let's see if they don't stay right on the ground and grind it out. Graham again.
Picks up about 2 or 3. That's what he needs to do as a fullback in the wishbone offense.
They seem to have found something on the left side of Lawrenceville's defensive line there in this series.
They go right back there to Culp. If he can break it out, he's going to go. Breaks it back around. Good job, Brian Culp. Touchdown. No flags. No flags.
39 yards. Nice run.
Dwayne hit it as they went right back to that the right side of the offense, left side of the defense, and then Culp cut it back across the field for a nice gainer, and he scored.
4:52 left in the 3rd quarter. 39-yard run for Brian Culp. Looked nice. Set the offense, go for 2. Rice is split wide to the far side. Everybody else in tight, straight wishbone formation. Parker keeps. Parker runs.
Parker
and
scores.
Makes it. Well, he got those long legs stretched out, went to the far side, and stepped over the goal line for that 2-point conversion.
Alan Summers, your State Farm insurance agent, is proud of their community and happy to support the Fighting Maroons. Good luck, Maroons, from Alan Summers, your State Farm insurance agent in Robinson.
Rural King Supply is now offering special savings on Simplicity lawn tractors with in-store rebates of up to $200. Now available until October 31st. Buy now and save on Simplicity lawn tractors at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Graves Auto Group is your local dealer for Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge with the red carpet lease. Graves Auto Group is proud to support the Robinson Maroons.
16-0. Took a while to get there.
No kidding. 4:52 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We took forever to get down to 7.5 minutes, and then all of a sudden we're under 5. Jim, want to remind people that the Maroons will have their home opener next Friday night against North Knox. The Robinson Booster Club will have the tailgate going at approximately 5:30 for pork burgers, Polish, and hot dogs. You sure you don't want to stay and not go to Canada?
That sounds good.
And we'll have some real neat things coming out. Come out and see the new lights. Wheeler
at the 28. Almost broke loose.
Kind of opened up down the sidelines as,
I don't know who it was.
B.J. Dunlap, a sophomore. He stepped up and took that ball in full stride and came close to breaking it.
But just to finish, over the last couple of months, there's been an awful lot of hard work up there again as we put together another project for the athletic department, new lights. An awful lot of people in the community donated their time and money, and it's just worth that coming up to see the lights, let alone the Maroons, 4th-ranked State Maroons, as they start to do some sticking there to Lawrenceville as that defense continues to stay stingy here against the Indians.
Winningham with the ball that time, and he hit a brick wall. They gave him a yard on the play. They were generous with that one. 2nd and 9 coming up. I one of the things I think the fans are going to note when they hit the Robinson opener is the lighting system. It really brightens that field up. You don't really know the difference until they see these when they come on.
True.
Remember what last year was?
Yes.
You turn the lights on, then get the flashlight.
It is interesting, though, working 60 feet in the air.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, right. Ernst sparking out the signals.
Quick pass over the middle. That's Benson. Little quick opener there to Benson, and he carries it for the first down, gets it down to the 40-yard line. Inside the 40 to about the 38.
Benson was in there in a flanker position. I don't know that we've seen him there yet.
That when I saw the numbers, I couldn't believe it. 44 cutting across there, you know.
Charlie Rhinesmith limping off. Crawford County State Bank is ready to handle all your banking needs. If you need some financial advice regarding loans or trust accounts, they are there to help. The Crawford County State Bank is an equal housing lender and member FDIC.
Little slant, or a little different slant there by the end ends. There's Ernst on a keeper. Keeps it, cuts back inside, and gets it down close to the 35.
Good
Maroons
play.
adjusted their defense to that pretty well.
The other thing is Matt Parker played it good there. He went for the pitch man. I'm not really sure which one he's supposed to go for, but he made the quarterback commit back to the inside, and there was all the Maroon defense waiting for him. .250 left to go here.
Keep that clock running.
Indians on a drive after a good kick return by them. And a first down. It's 2nd and 8. At the, what is that, the 36?
Mm-hmm. Got it right on the 36, it looks like. They've got Benson flanked out again, the same play. And it worked again, this time for about a 4-yard pickup. Close to the first down, but inside the 30-yard line, though, and he's got to cross the 30 to get the first down.
Somebody stuck an arm up there and just about got
Yeah,
that
they
one.
did. How big a cushion are we giving him on that outside there, Tony? Can
Well,
you see where
it looked to me like they tightened up. When he went out there to split that time, they tightened up quite a bit. They were giving him about 8 or 10 yards, and they cut it down to about, 4 or 5 that time, where he only picked up 4 this time, where he picked up about 12 or 13 the last time.
Indians timeout on the field, 1:59 left here in the third quarter. 16-0 ball game. Robinson Maroons lead it.
X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson.
At Ron's Furniture, you'll find recliners, reclining sofas, and other top-quality furniture at a reasonable price. Like catnapper, that's something that you ought to have, Shry. Like catnapper, it's all in the name. See the catnapper line at Ron's Furniture in Robinson. It's a family-owned store. Catnapper, that just sounds good. Sort of relaxing.
Yeah.
I do that a
pretty
lot.
good to me. Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, catnap a lot.
Shaw doesn't do anything like that. He works all the time.
Catnap at work till McGay shows up.
The restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson is open to the public Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner and Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, the M. Coulter Post 69 in Robinson. A little timeout here, a little water break for the men in the stripes.
Now this was a charge timeout to the Indians.
As they come out ready to go.
Okay, now we got
Look for
Benson,
Benson over
Benson
here.
on
That's
this
what I was
side.
going to say. But they've
Looks
got
like
single
he's-
coverage over with Reggie Truitt.
We're going double here. Of course, we got the tight end on this side too, so that.
Roberts is a man split to the other side. They've not thrown to him tonight at all. There goes
Caught it.
bang.
Hey,
Who
Whop.
hit him?
Whop.
Lindsay.
Well, I bet they'd like to try that again.
Tim Lindsay just, no one went anywhere.
That,
I don't believe they
yeah.
spot the ball where they did. He didn't even come close to making it on the other side of the line.
Well, he got about the width of the chalk mark, I guess.
Well, it's going to be 4th and about 1 here for the Indians as we roll down the end of the third quarter, 1:27 and counting, as the Indians are going to go for a first down at right about the 30-yard line.
Got Benson in the fullback spot. Will they try to go straight or do
No,
something
Benson's
silly?
split.
Ernst.
Benson.
Who was it? Oh, 34. That's Stanker in the
Stanker.
fullback spot.
Going to be a first
Hey,
down.
Ernst made it through for the first down
Yeah.
anyway.
I wondered if they weren't going to set Benson up out there to take a step inside and then take the other way. It's a good call. They got the first down. That was necessary. Place the ball at the about the 27, we'll say.
First down. 1 minute and counting as well.
Oh yeah, you're right behind the post here. Looked over here and I thought we had a split screen, something new, but it's that post right there.
Ernst
keeps it. Pitches. Winningham down to the 20.
Good coverage there by the Maroons. Pickup of about 3.
25, just across the 25. Not as much as I thought. Right at the 25.
Good tackle in there by Rich Merbarger, who just came in.
Winningham coming off, limping a bit.
This portion of the broadcast was brought to you in part by Leaf Incorporated and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture heat, milk duds, cichlids, and Whopper candies. That's Leaf Incorporated in Robinson. Second down here. Could be the last play of the quarter. Handoff as Ernst fakes it and keeps it, goes deep.
Going for the goal line.
Nice coverage.
Yeah, pass come up a little short. Was that Benson down there?
Believe so.
I think so.
On the coverage for the Maroons was number 21, Justin Clark. As he had a beat on it. We'll have another play here in the third quarter with 2 seconds left to go. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Indians at the 25-yard line as they try to punch their first score in of 1995.
VFW Post 4549 in Robinson is proud of their community and is pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities, working for our veterans for a better community.
The ball right on the 25, and there goes Benson out to the far side of the field.
Reggie Truitt on him.
They're looking to Benson. He throws to Benson. Intercepted.
Reggie
Don't
Truitt.
Stop now,
Don't
Reggie.
stop,
Keep
Reggie.
going. Intercepted the pass. Takes it back to about the 40. I'm guessing there. I can't see the marker.
Good job by Reggie Truitt. He stayed right on his shoulder and just stepped right in front and
35 is where they're going to mark it. So that'll be Robinson as they start the fourth quarter. Pretty good field position.
The Victor Dana Corporation supports all the county athletes in their sports activities and wish them success in tonight's game. Good luck from all the people at Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
Well, if you're looking for prompt, friendly service for your networks, computers, printers, and other computer equipment, call Charlie Incorporated CI Systems. Their professional service staff can help you find the problem and fix it without any hassle. Just give them a call at 546-5442 or stop in on the east side of the square in Robinson. That's Charlie Incorporated, CI Systems.
Jim, want to remind all the Maroon sports fans, next week everybody kind of gears up. Golf matches, tennis matches for the girls, cross country for the boys and girls, fresh soft football, volleyball, you name it, it's starting.
School started.
Yes, I think it did.
Believe it or not, the summer's over.
Ugh.
Well,
for somebody.
Yeah, for somebody. I mean, the temperature's still hot.
Feels like close, summer to me, doesn't it to you, Dwayne?
Well, this'll do till we get a hot day.
The ball on the 36 when the Maroons get started. On their own 36, it'll be 1st and 10 on that pass interception.
Matt Parker in at tight end, Jim, on this side.
See if they start using him a little bit here. Get
Lewis
him in shape.
There
and
he
they
is.
go.
He's in the pattern.
Whoops, whoa, intercepted.
Intercepted.
Well, the pass was high, and we had Brandon Lewis downfield, and Matt took a look at it.
I'm not sure who it was for,
I don't know
though.
either. It was one of those that went for anybody. See the gesture?
What?
Matt turned around and gave his brother Wesley a pat on the rump, you know, and because I'm sure Wesley was feeling down on that one. It was a bad pass.
Or he said, Wes?
And here's a kid that's a sophomore and his first game quarterback in here as a varsity.
Ernst back to throw.
He got
deep,
face.
putting it up high, intercepted again.
And that's
That
Jeremiah
time,
Whiff.
Jeremiah Whiff went high.
right in front of Nate Ernest, or Kurt Benson, rather.
Don Stewart did a heck of a job back here as he leaped to force Ernst to throw that ball way over the top of him and put a lot of air under it and let the Maroons get underneath.
That's what made the play.
It sure was. Yeah, Ernst never saw it come down. Well, we've traded interceptions here. First the Maroons, then the Indians, and now the Maroons again. The ball on the 32-yard line where the Maroons will take over with a 1st and 10.
And the clock is running.
Good. 4th quarter, 16-0, Maroons on top.
Up the middle, Brandon Lewis picking his way.
Right at the 40-yard line.
Picks up about 7 on the carry. Good luck, Maroons, from the Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong. They are pleased to help bring you this telecast. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Maroons quickly up there. Parker at quarterback. Tim Akers at center. Hands off to
Tony Graham.
Tony Graham. He's tackled. Nice job in there by number 75 for the Indians, Jeremy Harrington.
The 3rd and a long one.
Good time for the Maroons to get a big 1st down here and continue that clock running here in the 4th quarter. On this slow-moving opening night. Wesley, hope he holds on to it.
Yeah, I do too. I think did he or did he not? I don't know yet. He was grabbed by about 3 there real
Had a
quick.
little trouble with the exchange in the center, I think, to start with, and then got hit immediately.
And he loses about 4 as the Maroons look for him to punt here as, Jason Watts comes in.
About 4th and 5.
Ball at about the, where are we, 37-yard line probably.
I don't know, we're real close to it.
Watts will kick from about the 30 when he gets it away.
Benson back deep for Lawrenceville. He's done everything tonight.
And done it well.
Yes, he has.
Drop back
nice
deeper.
Snap.
Gets a good kick away.
Fair catch.
Taken at the 35-yard line. Winningham.
I thought he was going to run.
I thought that guy's wait a minute, he can't wave his arm and then stop.
He thought,
start. Because I'll go vertical for 3 or 4 steps and see if anybody noticed that I raised my hand.
Well, good luck to the Robinson Maroons and the Kemper CPA Group. See Kemper CPA Group for your year-round tax service, accounting, and auditing. That's Kemper CPA Group in Robinson.
For the best deal in tires, stop in at Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Well, we're back in action again, the Indians.
Where's Benson?
I look
He's
for
the flanker. Right side.
I'm not sure, but what Winningham wasn't the ball carrier.
Maroons playing some good defense here, especially in that interior line. When they're running in between the tackles, there just isn't much there. Don Stewart doing a good job. Matt Wheeler leading the charge in there. Charlie Rhinesmith, I was in there earlier. He limped off. I'm not sure he's in there right now. Tim Lindsay. Yeah, there's Charlie. He's still limping, but he's all right. Matt Parker's in there. Jason Watts. 2nd and 9. Too much time. Now, I've read this spot like 3 times tonight. Surely I can get it right this time, all the way through. You think?
What that? Yeah.
Argus Printing House is Crawford County's oldest continuous business, the home of quality printing and the Argus weekly newspaper, keeping readers throughout the country informed about the Fighting Maroons.
The ball on the 31.
And I'm sure Sam Scarpone's down there on the sidelines on the Maroon side.
2nd down, and they jumped off sides. So we'll walk 5 more off, and it'll be 2nd and 19.
Graves Auto Group is your local dealer for Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Chrysler, Plymouth, and Dodge with the red carpet lease. Graves Auto Group is proud to support the Robinson Maroons.
Clark and Jan Pulliam and the staff of Pulliam Funeral Homes wish the Maroons the very best in their 1995 football season. Good luck, Maroons, from Pulliam Funeral Homes.
As we try to go again here with 8:26, and the Indians come up in a wishbone. Give to the halfback who breaks outside. Winningham again. Picks up about 6 yards, 7. Making it 3rd and 12 here for the Indians.
I think that's the first time they've shown the wishbone in it.
I believe so. As they go to multiple sets here.
Aaron Ackman off the field. Gets a little help when he gets over there, whether it's an ankle.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Truitt's back in the ball game on defense.
There's
Arch.
Good pressure.
Arches it out.
Look at this.
Intercepted by B.J. Stevens. Well, the pass was way short. And
that was caused by Jason Watts. He got great pressure on Ernst.
Was it Watts?
Yeah.
let's see, we're right at the 50, 30, 45.
Rural King Supply is now offering special savings on Simplicity lawn tractors with in-store rebates of up to $200, now available till October 31st. Buy now and save on Simplicity lawn tractors at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Was that 5 interceptions total we've seen tonight?
Something.
Back and forth.
Handoff to Brandon Lewis. Pickup of about 3 here with 7:15 to go in the ball game.
Well, the Maroons, I'm sure, will, as soon as I say this, it'll be wrong, but keep it on the ground, try to grind it out here, run the time off the clock, and get another score here before the game's over. 7 minutes to go here.
And get the first game out of the way.
Adam Wachtel's the guy split on the far side. Maybe his first appearance tonight. Wesley,
give up the middle to Tony Graham. Look at Tony rumble. All the way down to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Nate Ernst finally made the tackle, and he was the only man between Tony and the goal line.
Tony at that fullback position, that hole just opened wide open over on the left side.
Yeah, he went straight up, cut left, and nobody was there.
Nobody was there.
The ball at the 17, 1st and 10. And there's Lewis.
Pick up of maybe 2 or 3. X-Ray Company offers complete non-destructive testing with mobile X-ray units for field work. Call X-Ray Company in Robinson at 618-544-2975 for your testing needs. That's X-Ray Company in Robinson.
We're working with that split screen again. The light pole right in the middle.
Wesley Parker.
We got the right side, but we can't cover anything else here.
Handoff up to Graham again. Nice hole over the left side as he picks up another 4 or 5 yards. Dan, I believe he's inside the 10 now, Jim. I think you're on the other side. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's inside the 10, about the 9.
As Jim works on one side of the pole and I work on the... Dwayne and I are over here by ourselves, so...
Yeah, Ron can squeeze in on him a little bit now and eliminate the pole.
Up the middle again to Tony Graham, wasn't it?
I think it is. First man through, anyway.
He's down inside the 10 at about the 4-yard line. As it's going to be 1st and goal for the Maroons with 5:30 left to go here in the game.
Well, they put it on the 3, it looks like. That's what the board says.
This has been Tony Graham. It's about the 3. It's been Tony Graham here the last 4 or 5 carries as he's really been running hard.
Just let him take it on in.
Oh, look at him split the line out.
Watch that. Look, you see it?
Huh? Yeah.
There's Tony Graham. Is he going to score? Nope. As they close down those gaps, the Maroons were playing a few games up there on the front on their splits with the linemen. Picked up maybe a half a yard as he's about at the 2. He can't be at the 4. Maybe he is at the 4.
Yeah,
okay.
It's on about the 2-yard line.
It's on about the 2. And goal to go here.
Second down. The play comes in. Wesley Parker shouts out the signals to the Maroons.
Nothing fancy, just a good charge. Whoops, he dropped the
He
ball.
picked it up, hands it off to Brandon Lewis,
And
who
he
scored.
got inside.
Well, we'll take that.
Broken play, that's why they called it all the way.
Part of those exchange problems are going to be caused because Jay Anderson, and not taking nothing away from Tim Akers, Jay Anderson worked all of practice up until Tuesday when he broke his foot, and Tim Akers has stepped in and done a great job tonight. There's been a couple of exchanges, and that could be center, that could be quarterback fault, that could be both. Going
They go for 2. Pitch back to Culp, and he's in
there.
Culp's had a good night. Run well.
All the running backs have done a good job and run well. As the Maroons open up a 24-0 lead here with 4:27 left to go.
Well, you made the remark earlier, Tony, that the first half there was no rhythm. Here in the second half, they've improved that a little bit. They've got some series going, they got some rhythm going, and that's when you saw them grind out some yardage and make some gains.
I mean, you saw the second half at the start of the third quarter, and then it just seemed to get a little bit better, and that may be the Maroons' overall numbers and strength on Lawrenceville, but the rhythm seemed to be there just a little bit better every time. And you know, that's kind of what you want out of a football team. You want them to get better every quarter or every half, every game.
Well, the numbers have certainly made a difference here tonight too, though. The Indians have played a pretty tough ball game against them and pretty good defense, but as the game wears on and we're well into the fourth quarter and these guys are tired. You take some of their workhorses out there that have gone both ways tonight, and
they'll be tired puppies in the morning.
They're going to be sore tomorrow.
Well, one of the things also is Lawrenceville's going to beat some people this year if they play like they did tonight. And they played, hard, and they played hard the whole game. If they can stay away from the injuries all year, they're going to beat some people.
You can bet Kurt Benson will be in shape when basketball season rolls around.
Yeah.
If tonight's any indication.
Yeah, Benson and
he's going to be a
Cardinal
busy
and Nate
boy.
Ernst and these guys, they're good athletes.
Your Robinson Walmart is proud to be in Crawford County and is pleased to help sponsor the telecast of this game. Shop at your Robinson Walmart at 1304 East Main in Robinson, open Monday through Saturday 8 to 10 and Sunday from 9 to 7.
The First Robinson Savings and Loan, FA, offers convenience checking accounts with no minimum balance requirement and no monthly charge. It also includes a network ATM card. That's the First Robinson Savings and Loan, FA, with branches in Oblong and opening soon in Palestine. They're FDIC insured.
Robinson IGA Plus offers many extra services like the latest releases of video rentals, Illinois Lottery, Western Union, and much more. You'll like the convenience at Robinson IGA Plus, now in the Westgate Shopping Center.
As we wait for the kickoff here, Matt Wheeler with the split squads on the hash marks. Wheeler ready to kick off to the Indians. Deep for the Indians.
Stanker on one side and Stanker with the ball. Takes it at about the 15 where he gets started.
Jeremiah Whiff down there on the tackle at about the 20-yard line.
Ran a lot of steps, but only returned it about 5 or 6 yards.
The Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson, is proud of their community and is pleased to be a sponsor of this broadcast. That's the Loyal Order of Moose, number 1369 in Robinson.
1st and 10 for the Indians, the ball on the 21. As they'll start here with 4:19 left in the ball game.
(24-0) Maroons here.
As we look for Benson.
And now what? Another equipment?
Mm-hmm. There's Benson comes in. Oh, he was split out this side. He was behind the pole. He was hidden.
VFW Post 4549 in Robinson is proud of their community and pleased to support the students of Crawford County in their sports activities. They are working for our veterans for a better community. I think my off's starting to weaken. They're starting to gnaw.
Nick Benson in the backfield with Caudle, and Kurt Benson flanked out to the near side.
We got single coverage.
Quickie over the middle to Benson,
ball,
but he
too.
didn't pass, led him just a little bit too much.
Good job by Reggie Truitt out there. Few new numbers in there. Number 32, Brandon Farrell, a sophomore in there for the Maroons. I think he's in there at strong safety. See if we can pick out anybody else that. Otherwise, it looks like the same group of people in there right now.
Pretty well. That defensive line's the same.
See if
Matt Parker in
I don't know
there
if
at
Ackman came
defensive
back
end.
or not. Ackman went off with a twisted ankle up the middle. Nice tackle in there. I think Matt Wheeler was on the tackle and Jared Wampler. Jared Wampler, we've been calling his name a lot tonight. He's really played a heck of a game there at the defensive tackle position. 3:30 and counting here in the fourth quarter as the Maroons are going to win this home opener. They're ahead right now 24-0 against the scrappy, hard-fighting Lawrenceville Indian team who came out here to play tonight and gave it a battle, but the Maroons wore them down and finally put it away here in the fourth quarter.
To Winningham, and Whip got a hand on the ball, I believe, and bothered Winningham.
That's good coverage there by Whiff. He just came across from his free safety position, got in front of the receiver, and just stuck a hand up there just to tip it.
Victor Dana Corporation supports all county athletes in their sports activities and wishes success in tonight's game. Good luck from all the people of Victor Dana Corporation, Victor Products Division in Robinson. People finding a better way.
Punt.
Straight up.
First bad punt Benson's got.
Get a heck of a bounce.
He got
probably.
a good bounce, though.
And it's going to roll inside the 40-yard line. Roll dead at about the 37, so not a bad punt.
And there are no flags down.
And we're under 3 minutes.
Let the Temco Custom Guard protect your home with Temco Custom Guard replacement windows. Available from Big Buck Lumber Company in Robinson. They're virtually maintenance-free. The Temco Custom Guard energy-saving windows from Big Buck never need painting. And they never surrender to the forces of nature. Snow, wind, dirt, or rain. The homeowner's best defense? Well, it's Temco Custom Guard. The Temco Custom Guard replacement windows now at Big Buck Lumber Company in Robinson.
You almost act like you know what you're talking about there.
Memorize that one. I say it every morning. Salute and go to my room.
That number one offense back in there for the Maroons. Split out to the left. Sklint.
Too many linemen in the game.
Yeah. And too much time.
Yeah.
It's a good job, though. Wesley was aware of where he was and waited and had the snap ready as soon as he got off the field, but they too much time had elapsed.
Number 84, Glenn Draper, as a wide receiver out there on the left side. For the latest in multimedia products, including soundboards, CD-ROMs, speakers, and software, see the friendly professional staff at Charlie Incorporated CI Systems on the east side of the square in Robinson, or call them at 546-5442. Whoop, fumble.
Well, it's everybody digs for it. It was first and 15 for the Maroons, and it was on the 31. That's where the ball's going to stay, but let's see who has it.
I think Lawrenceville's got it.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they do.
As the Maroons again turn it over here late in the fourth quarter, giving a chance for the Indians to score.
Well, not a good spot because the ball's right on the 30 of the Robinson Maroons. So the Indians are not out of this yet without a score. Shutout so far, 24-0, but they've got an opportunity here to put some points on the board.
Again, want to remind people, next Friday night, Dwayne and I and Ron will be at Robinson, where the North Knox Warriors will come to town against the Maroons in the home opener. Ernst back to throw.
Winningham.
Oh.
Let it go through his hands.
Again, there was pressure.
Whip was out there, but Winningham had room to make the catch. Jeremiah was right there.
Good pressure up the middle by the Maroons. Those linemen are going to be tired because they've been chasing him 15 yards back every time.
Don Stewart's getting about a 15-yard sprint with every snap of the ball.
Him and Matt Wheeler,
they'll be glad to go back to practice.
Yeah, that's right.
But they have to climb the hill here to get to the locker room.
Yeah.
Run the bus down to the field tonight.
Jim, it looks like all the sprained ankles and everything looks pretty good. The only person Aaron Ackman's back in there now because he's trying
to throw that one away,
trying to go for the interception. So looks like the Maroons are going to come out of it pretty healthy tonight because it looks like most of the starters are back in. I'm sure there's sore ankles and all that other good stuff that comes with football, but otherwise it looks pretty good.
Wheeler and Rhinesmith was giving Ernst the chase that time, and he just finally unloaded it out there where nobody was.
They just kind of alternate so they don't completely wear out.
Third down, ball still at the 30. 1:49 left in the ball game.
Justin Clark's back in there for Brandon Farrell.
We'll do it again. It's going to be Winningham and Benson, who are split. They'll be throwing at one of them. Oh, Ernst.
I
don't know who it was.
I think they were going to run a screen there,
well,
weren't they?
Benson got held up on a good job, but I'm not sure who did it. I don't know if that was Ackman or not. But they held him up the line of scrimmage, and he didn't get a chance to flare out where he wanted to go. 142, who took a timeout with 142? Who did that? Who did it?
Were you ready to go home?
Pretty quick.
You said 10 o'clock before.
Well, let's run down the list of sponsors while we got a chance and tell them who's responsible for tonight's ball game.
And they are Crawford Memorial Hospital, Alan Summers, your State Farm insurance agent, Robinson IGA Plus, Graves Auto Group, Victor Dana Corporation, Ron's Furniture, Crawford County State Bank, Argus Printing House, Walmart, Pulliam Funeral Homes, American Legion EM Kohler Post 69 in Robinson, Kemper CPA Group, Loyal Order of Moose number 1369, X-Ray Company, Marathon Tire, First Robinson Savings and Loan, Rural King Supply, Leaf Incorporated in Robinson, Big Buck Building Center, VFW Post 4549, Robinson IGA branch of the First National Bank of Oblong, Charlie Incorporated, and Worldwide Sound and Video Productions.
Well, we're going to be covering all of the Maroon games this year, both at home and on the road. Next week, as you said, Tony, you'll be back home again in Robinson with the North Knox Warriors. And is it the next week we travel over to Sullivan, Indiana?
No, we stay home again for the Newton Eagles.
Okay, and that's the first conference game of the season with Newton at home.
And then they go to Sullivan, Golden Arrows.
Couple of new teams on the schedule with North Knox and Sullivan.
No, we played North Knox last year, but
you
were fishing. You were fishing again.
Oh, son of a gun. It's not that I don't like that team, but you know.
Yeah, right.
I never lost anything in Bicknell. 142.
If they had a lake, it'd be different.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Ernst
reverse.
Winningham. He's going to throw it. Roberts out there, and there's good tackle. Well, there's a guy that's been flanked out all night long. Nobody threw at him till right now. They made the pass completion, and they're down to the 6-yard line with plenty of time to put some points on the board.
Justin Clark on the tackle there for the Maroons. As the Maroon defense tries to tighten up here to keep the Indians out of the end zone, and that shutout preserved here they're on the 6 with less than a minute and a half to go. First and goal for the Indians.
They used that play in the first quarter, and Winningham threw the ball pretty well. And
he did it again.
Did it again right there.
See if Ernst keeps the ball. Gives it up the middle.
Bang.
Not much there. Lindsay. Flag on the play. I'm going to say it's going to be procedure against the Indians.
Well, Winningham got up, and Stewart was the one on the bottom. Benson wasn't in on that play.
Legal motion.
Legal motion. 5-yard penalty takes it out to about the 11.5-yard line for the Indians here with 1:05 left to go in the ball game.
Still first and goal.
If it gets much foggier and the game doesn't get over any quicker, we're going to have to use your binoculars, Jim.
Get your glasses.
Yeah, I know that's part of the problem.
Things are getting wet.
Yeah, us.
Ball on the 11. Ernst back to throw.
pass.
He's got
In
Winningham
pursuit.
down here, but no way. Good coverage, excellent coverage.
What's the flag for?
Is he going to call grounding? I imagine he's going to call grounding.
Okay, Reggie Truitt was all over Winningham back there and had him covered like a glove.
Blue Davis was in there on defense, and he was in hot pursuit. This is going to be a 15-yard penalty and a loss of down, I believe.
41 seconds on the clock, 24-0. The Maroons lead it, and the Indians trying desperately to get on the board here before the game's over. They were down on the 6 at one time, and now they're going to be pushed back by the penalty to outside the 20. Anyway, intentionally grounding is a call. And
Does it go from the
must be from the spot.
Goes from the spot of the foul.
player. That's 5 yards.
5 yards.
From the spot of the but from the spot of the throw. Ooh.
Now it's
That's
first
big.
and goal at the
32.
32.
32 or
That's
3, right?
That's kind of a wicked penalty there.
That's a baddie.
Double whammy, huh?
Roberts is the guy split on this side. Ernst back to throw.
There comes Wheeler.
He gets it away, but short. He's hit, knocked back. Matt Wheeler's the guy that made the contact. Ernst says, let's go home. 24 seconds to go.
I don't know if anyone even touched Wheeler. I mean, he just shot out of there like a cannon back after Ernst.
If you were playing opposite of him all night, would you want to touch him this time of an evening?
No.
I'd lay down and say, hurry.
.24 seconds left to go. Maroons on top 24-0 as the Indians out of timeouts. Second down and third and goal now from the 33. They started at the 6 on a nice option pass from the halfback. Not much they can do here but throw, and that's what the Maroons know. So the Lions delay a game now against the Indians.
5 yards isn't going to mean much now.
Well, if I was Nate Ernst, I'd be tempted to just lay down on the ball right now and not let anybody have it.
Yeah.
It's been a rather long night here at Lawrenceville.
It's been a long week.
I didn't bring my lunch.
My legs will pay for it in the morning because on this hill. It's been, as Ernst goes back again to pass. Wheeler after him.
Stanker, and it's out of bounds, incomplete. Clock stops, of course.
Fourth down.
Jim, again, I want to say this is, a lot of things have been said about the Lawrenceville Indian football team, but they're scrappers, and there's some ball players out there, and they can stay healthy. They're going to beat some people, I think, in the North Egypt this year. North Egypt's got some strength in Mount Carmel and Fairfield and Olney, but they could be a force somewhere along the line. They got to play Newton next week. I'm sure Newton was here scouting both teams. And
well, the Apollo Conference ought to be an interesting conference this year. With Robinson, new people, Effingham ought to be pretty good. Charleston ought to be good.
Legal procedure again.
Easy. Well, we got 1 second off the clock. Now we can walk off some more.
And then we got Mount Zion with
the porch.
Yeah,
we got to sit on the porch.
And the single wing.
Yeah, and the single wing.
After using it for a year, that'll be kind of interesting to see how they.
No, I was thinking more of the porch when we had to lay down on the porch.
Pray for lightning.
And then yeah, we prayed for it, all right. It is interesting sometimes to go to facilities and where we end up.
Well, we're back
But
to the
we
43
enjoy it.
now.
We enjoy
Sure,
it.
sure.
Shotgun.
down.
Ernst looks, airs it out.
He finally had time to throw the ball.
8 seconds. There'll be one more play, and that'll be it. And the Maroons are going to win 24-0 here. As
Kurt Benson and Jeremiah Whip become pretty good friends there in the last quarter. They've been up and down the field together quite a bit.
Dwayne, you want to get the scoring in the second half, please?
I can do that. Wasn't a lot of it.
Yeah, it was more than the first half.
Culp ran it in from 39 yards at 4:52 in the third quarter. Parker carried it in on the keeper for the 2-point conversion to take 16-0 lead at 4:52 in the third quarter. 4:27, Lewis carried it in from 2 yards. Tony Graham did the majority of the work, went down about 35 yards on the drive in 2 or 3 plays. But Lewis got the touchdown. Culp carried it in for the 2-point conversion to make it 24-0 at 4:27 in the fourth quarter, and that's where we are right now with 3 seconds left.
And Maroons turned it over on the first possession as we had the number 2 offense in there. And Lawrenceville recovered, and this will be the last play of the game. Well, maybe not. There'll probably be a penalty.
Let's see, Lawrenceville picked up some yards on that play, didn't it? On that turnover. From the 36, that's it. Horn blows, final score here in Lawrenceville. The Robinson Maroons 24, the Indians nothing, and the clock's out already. They zapped that baby. Okay, next week back in Robinson with the North Knox Warriors. I want to say Braves. Hope you guys have a good time. Fun night in Lawrenceville.
24-0.
For Dwayne Shaw, Tony Schrei, Ron Wheeler, I'm Jim Kincaid. We'll see you next week.